Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to Tylane Ducksworth Reviews. Alrighty, y'all, we're gonna get into this. In my opinion, the reason why Claressa Shields may have not won the 2025 Sportswoman of the Year award. Over here, we keep it real, we keep it shady, and keep it smart, okay? So today we gotta talk about the GOAT, Miss Claressa Shields, and why I think she was snubbed at the BET Awards. As you guys can see on the screen here, there is a image with the tweet here of Claressa response after everybody responded to her saying ain't nobody saying Angel Reese don't have accolades or she's not good. I'm saying I thought the person with the most accolades and accomplishments would win the award. I'm team Angel Reese. And then after some further tweets, people responding, she entered another one saying, still don't know how I didn't win the Sportswoman of the Year BET Awards, but congrats to Angel Reese and all the other nominees. I just thought accolades mattered. Alrighty. I'm going to give you guys a little commentary and then I'm going to pull up a video. Then I'll come back to you guys with the rest of my thoughts. So as I was saying, today we're going to talk about why I think that Claressa Shields was snubbed at the BET Awards, okay? Let's not get it twisted. Claressa Shields is that girl in the boxing ring. She is a two-time Olympic gold medalist. She is an undefeated champion in multiple weight classes. I believe it's like 5. And she's doing what most athletes, men and women, only dream of. She has earned that GOAT title, and it ain't just for clout. And that's just in my opinion. Her hands speak volumes, and she does have a clean record. As I said, the girl is a beast in the ring. However, if it was up to me, BET should have had her name on that Athlete of the Year trophy, period, point blank. But this is not a video about denying her talent. It's about why I believe she didn't win. And y'all not gonna like it. But let's get into it, okay? We about to go there. Claressa, ma'am, you stay active on social media, okay? Twitter, IG Lives, TikToks, you name it. And that's cool because we all do it. But it gets real messy real quick. And instead of us seeing your highlight reels or motivational posts, all we see from you is arguments, clapbacks, and a whole lot of energy, frustration that just doesn't match a champion vibe. Now, I was looking through and girl, you have called out everybody from Jake Paul, I believe some girl off of Baddies, Ivory, Krishan's sister Taseki, not to mention going back and forth with Remy Ma, defending Papoose, and now you are shitting on Angel Reese's award. Not to mention all the other nominees, the fact that everybody, you were the one that decided to come out and put it on blast that you felt like you should have won. There are some things that we need to learn how to keep to ourselves. Everything is not for public consumption. You did come out and say, you know, that you are Team Angel Reese. Now that's what you type, but your actions prior to that post read completely different, okay? So as I was saying, you guys, you know, sometimes it's funny going back and forth with people online, but most of the time it's just too much. And for us as the viewers and fans, it gets hard to separate the athlete from the internet personality. And you continue to go viral, but it's not always for the right reasons. Now, I'm just saying, you know, when, who is that? Serena, Simone Biles, Sha'Carri Richardson, or Angel Reese make headlines. Not to mention, you know, a few of the ladies from last year, I believe her name is Aja Wilson. Also, the young lady who I was rooting for, Coco Gauff, had a really good year, okay? Now, I was looking through and I saw people saying, you know, it was politics, but since this video is not about all of the other nominees, it's about why I think you were snubbed at the BET Awards. Congratulations to all the other ladies for being nominated, but this is about you. So, as I was saying, all the other ladies are normally making headlines. Usually it's about the sport that they play in or their advocacy. But with you, Miss Claressa, it's often about who you are beefing with or what drama popped off on your page any particular week. Now I'm going to go ahead, you guys, I'm going to pull up a video here before I go into the rest of my commentary. It was Claressa I, I want to say going off on Taseki, but entertaining Taseki. And also a video of her on Angela Yee's show. And I do not want to butcher the name. I believe it's What's Up Angela Yee. I watch your show, baby, but I can't think of the name of it right now. Let's take a look at that. So just a second, guys.
Another thing, you was from baddies to Seki. I was like, why is she entertaining this? Like, she said she could beat you, and me and I agree that getting in the ring is a whole different thing. People really think they could fight until
Playing like, here's my lawsuit plan. I'm gonna just try to get Claressa to
even say, let me even entertain this conversation because you can't fight like that. That's the point of it. Like, listen, first of all, I'm a fan of Bad. I'm a fan of Natalie Nunn. She wanted me to be on the show. What? She did. And I told you don't, but God forbid somebody try you because that will happen. Yeah, absolutely. But this is what I'm saying. Like, for me, it was like, see, this is what I want to explain to people, right? I have to ignore negativity every single day of my life. And that's
Come on,
from
internet.
say, it's easy to ignore people who don't got followers, who not known. They're not important. But then you got people that got millions of followers, networks, brands, and they're attacking me. And it's like I'm just supposed to sit there and my post to tell you I'm supposed to sit there and just be classy and that's what everything. But it was like the audacity. First of all, let's be real.
let's get to it.
Michigan, like, where I chose boxing and fought my way out the hood to win 2 Olympics. Do you know what I was doing in the street before I got to the Olympics? Please, fight grown men. Right. I mean, but before I got in boxing, I had been, come on, man. Like, don't talk, first of all, even if you take the gloves off and me and Tasiki was to fight, she'd be mad to tell after. I would break every bone in that girl's face. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't even, and then it would be so unfair because how I was slammer, because I've done MMA, it'd be crazy. Like,
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna pause it for just a second. And Claressa, this is part of the problem, as I was just stating. Even now with your fight, now I've seen that you've been promoting it lately, and that's probably because people have started saying like you are more known for your internet personality and your antics and beefs with people instead of promoting your fight. And this is an example. Going on Angela Yee's show. Now you did talk about your fight later on. But why are you a boxing champion and I believe you like 19 and I have to double check that. Why are you entertaining Taseki from Baddies? And this went viral everywhere. And then that's part of the problem. So you have to take a look at yourself. Like the when BET chooses awards, I believe the Viewer Choice Award, and that's for the public to vote on. But all the other awards, excluding that one, is like a panel of, I believe, 500 people, but they take everything into consideration. The way you carry yourself, so what you do in the ring and what you do outside of the ring is what is taken into consideration when you're dealing with a network. And that's any network, but in this case, it would be BET Network. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let them finish. We got probably less than a minute left, you guys. And then I'm gonna go back to my commentary. If you can, guys, please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
do all of that. Like, this is I'm aware.
Right.
Like, I may look, I think I carry everything pretty feminine and cute, but girl, I can bench 185 pounds. What are we talking about? I can dance and disrespect. That's why I responded to her. I'm like, hold on.
Okay, you guys, so that was the end of that. There's one other video I want to show you guys with her going off on Taseki. Just a second. Just a second, guys. Let me put, here it is right here. I was hoping I was going to come straight to it.
My sister, think or do I know? She needs to be checking her fans and not checking me or trying to clock my teeth. Talking about some she used to like me. Girl, you never came to a fight. You never said congratulations. You never mentioned me in a good light. So you can rehab and get that shit out your system. You need help. Your friends need to help you. If all our friends would take me to the motherfucking rehab.
Oh, wait a minute.
There you go. There you go. Krishan's sister.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Woo. Sorry about that, you guys. I did not know that had profanity in it. My apologies. Okay, let me go ahead and give you guys, and you wonder why you were not nominated. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with cursing, but as I stated before, the way that you carry yourself, Miss Claressa Shields, outside of the ring, you a beast. You a dog, my girl. But outside that ring, it is messy, 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 messy. Okay? All right, you guys, let me take a look at my notes here real quick because I done got off track, baby. That just threw me for a loop. All that cussing, baby. Ooh. Alrighty, so as I was saying, you guys, so moving on to what I was saying. So, Claressa, let's not act brand new. Okay, Miss Ma'am, Miss Lady, the relationship drama has been out here for a minute. Now, I don't know you or Papoose personally, and I ain't trying to get dragged, sis, okay? But ma'am, the public spats, the back and forth with Remy, you on live, either you crying or defending Papoose. It's not giving Focus Championship energy. That's not what you are giving. I mean, we just watched the 1 minute video and you used the word MF, I want to say like 2-3 times. Now, there's nothing wrong with you, cursing, but this is not how a champion should carry themselves online. You know, we all say, teaching our kids, it starts in the home. That may be true. But we all know that children have access to the internet, social media, and things like that. A lot of us restrict things, but then there are certain things that can get by you. And you being a boxing champion as a black woman with the public persona and everything that you have, there are little girls that are around the world that look up to you. And I'm sure you didn't ask for that, but that comes with being in a position that you're in, okay? As I was saying, the way that you carry yourself is just not giving champion energy. And if I saw this, I'm probably sure that when BET's team did they research on their nominees, I'm probably sure they saw this too. But it wasn't enough reason for them not to put you in the category to be nominated. But I'm sure it weighed on you actually winning. Not just this, just everything. BET is still an entertainment network. They look at the whole package. And sometimes drama can overshadow dominance, especially when the audience voting is involved. If people only know you from TikTok, Instagram, Twitter beefs, and not your knockouts, then that's a problem. Perception is everything. And I want to just let you know, I'm not sure if you're going to ever see my video because I'm just a little small content creator. And fair or not, public image plays into awards. Ask my girl, and I love her so much. Megan Thee Stallion, you can ask the baby. Talent doesn't always outweigh headlines. And when you are at war on the timeline, it takes the spotlight off your talent. And I don't know if you know it, but you've been out here acting a fool on Beyonce's good internet here, okay? So BET gave the award to, Angel Reese. And we don't know if that's because out of all the nominees in the category, if it had to do with, being quieter when it comes to the internet, being more polished, or just more on brand. Not necessarily more deserving, but more marketable. We don't know if what Angel Reese's our team may have done to help out with this. But anyway, Claressa, that's not the problem. That's not your problem. When it comes to politics, that's a system problem. But it's still real and it's still reality. If people know you for your drama more than dominance, your votes drop. It ain't fair, but it's just a fact. It just is what it is, okay? And at the end of the day, in the words of Glorilla, at the end of the day gonna end. And Claressa, you are still the GOAT in my eyes and many of people throughout the world, I'm sure. But I also believe that when you want mainstream recognition like BET Sportswoman of the Year award, it ain't just about your wins and your belts. It's about your image. It's about your relatability and how you carry yourself when the gloves are off. I want to see you win every award, okay? Not just titles. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that feels that way, but I'm just speaking for me right now. But for that to happen, Claressa, the social media noise has to quiet down. The personal drama, it needs to stay private. Now, I'm not saying you can't know some of your life with us, but getting online, going back and forth with people, going through the comments, taking the time to do that and responding to people, please just stop. For your sake, and like you say, you are truly in love for the sake of your relationship. And I want to tell you this, I'm rooting for you. But with all these antics you've been doing, you better make sure that you're ready for that fight on July 26th. Because baby, when I tell you everybody is going to be sitting around waiting to see, there are a lot of people that's rooting for you. But in the back of their mind too, they like, that ego been egoing, okay? And then there are people that want to see you not succeed. They want to see you lose. And you are giving them all the ammunition that can be given. So I can tell you one thing, baby. You better make sure you win this fight. And if not, you better get ready. Because when I say they gonna drag you for dear God all over Beyonce's internet because of all the internet antics. You coming out saying, what you said, that wasn't necessary. And it looks bad because you are the only person that said anything. That makes it look worse. We all know that it has to do with your overall image. It has to do with politics and things like that, even though nobody don't want to come out and say it out loud. But you shitting on Angel Reese's moment, and then you trying to backpedal and pee-pop by saying, oh, I'm team Angel Reese. Well, if you was team Angel Reese, you would have just kept that to yourself. You didn't have to share that with everybody. But anyway, y'all, let me go ahead. We're going to close this out. The last thing that I want to say is I want you and we want you, Claressa, to get back to focusing on what makes you great. And that is great boxing. That's why we all tuned in, okay? That's why I tuned in. A lot of people say they didn't tune in to you until your relationship drama. But I was following you way before that. But hey, that's just my take. Now I want to ask you guys, do you think Claressa was robbed? Do you think the BET Awards are even credible at this point? Please drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more celeb commentary and shady TV recaps. Till next time, keep it shady, keep it smart, and keep it real. I'm out.